44. Misplaced trust. Long ago in the Chinese kingdom, a foolish fellow secretly brought out a sword that was a family treasure, took it on board a boat in a sweet-flowing river, and commenced to try it out. He swung the sword so vigorously that it flew out of his hand, landed in the water with a splash. The current bore the boat speedily on. Taken aback, the man lost no time in whipping out his dagger and marking a deep notch on the gunwale where the sword had fallen overboard, muttering, "There, now I can tell exactly where it is." The point of the story is the foolishness of the man who had no notion that the mark he made was itself in constant motion. One who places trust in money and possessions is severely shaken when money and possessions are lost. One who places trust in honor and position suffers a terrible setback when those are lost. One who places trust in parents or children will collapse in despair when these are lost. One who places trust in convictions will suffer a breakdown when his convictions waver. Yeah, that's the story. The story ends up suddenly, but because it's an excerpt from a book, Your Morphism. The first half is a joke. The man was so foolish that he was completely forgetting that the boat is in a constant move, so the mark he made on the gunwale doesn't mean anything. He thought the mark points out the place where the dagger sank to the bottom of the river, but water is moving, the boat is moving. The dagger, maybe it's not moving. I think because it sank to the bottom of the river with its weight. So this man put his trust in the mark, but it's moving. It's not reliable at all. So the joke has a very deep message. Human beings have very strong trust in something that's not so reliable, and it's moving constantly, and we are not aware of that constant move at all. And then when we find out that the mark itself has been moving, we are taken aback. There are a lot of examples listed in the second half of this story. We put our trust in money and position, and also honor and position, and also parent and children, and conviction. It's a very natural human behavior. There's nothing wrong in this. So we should not misunderstand this part. Buddhism doesn't deny the importance of these trust we make in many things. Those trusts are very important. But Buddhism or Buddha has a very long-term perspective. So his perspective is much, much longer than humans. So we can only see things in front of our nose, But Buddha always sees far distance into the future. So he is worried about our future. What if those things we put trust collapses? Are we prepared? Or do we have this in our blueprint, in our scheme? Or are we totally ignorant, unaware of this certain future? So this is Buddha's wake-up call. We should, when we put our trust in something, we should make sure how reliable it is. And if it's not 100% reliable, maybe we need to think about insurance. Yeah, what does insurance mean? Yeah, we need to prepare for the future. What happens when it collapses? And we can find, there is a solution, and that's what Buddhism is all about. So today's story is, it's just a reminder for all humanity, which is our common blind spot. So in short, the title says, our trust is misplaced. We should put our trust in something reliable, and then we can achieve true happiness. Yeah, so if we keep on listening to Dharma, we will find out what is that. We can put our wholehearted trust, and we should put our wholehearted trust in this one thing only. That's the very conclusion of Buddhism. Okay, if you are interested in this quote, yeah, I surely recommend, encourage all of you to read the book You're Born for a Reason, Part 2. Okay, that's all for today's recitation meditation practice.